Hello everyone, Earnhardt here once again with the World of Outlaws recap. Today we'll be looking at the good, the bad, and the rough from the 5 races at Volusia. Last month I called Gio Scelzi a dark horse for the title, but 5 races in he's taken away that dark horse label because he is a contender. Each night he has gone wheel to wheel with gravel, and sooner rather than later, Gio Scelzi will best the points leader. Remember how last month I said I had a creeping feeling Donnie Schatz was going to be back in form? Well, he is. And everyone should be absolutely terrified. Despite his average feature starting spot being 11th, Schatz has passed 32 cars in the main so far this year, putting him right in the middle of the hunt. Also, picking up his 500th career win is an incredible feat. Congrats, Donnie. I was unsure how Landon Crawley would perform in his rookie campaign, but quick timing in his first event ever, making 3 dashes, starting on the pole? Never in my life would I have expected this from him. The kid has turned the 7S into an actual rocket ship. I think he has really struggled early on this year from being a small fish in a very large pond, but I think as the year goes on, he's going to start to eat and people should watch out. I question the effects of the crew changes for Carson Macedo coming into this year, and man has it kind of been a tire fire. The title hopeful and his team struggled to find a setup last month. 2 races starting outside the top 20 is not how I expected the year to start for him. Yes, he was able to get hard chargers those nights, but the only reason why I haven't put him in the rough spot is because of his podium finish on Monday, where he looked to be back in form. Hopefully, things start to turn around for the JJR 41 in the Lone Star State. To bounce off this, Logan Schuchart's year has started the same way as Macedo's. He isn't where he wants to be either. However, where Logan differs is that he was able to turn his mid-pack starts into top 5s and top 10s. So far this year, he's passed the most cars out of anybody, being plus 37. My one driver in the rough this episode is Buddy Kofoid, for the sole reason he had another win stolen from him because of a part failure. On Monday, it was a left rear shredding on him, a bug that would catch Jacob Allen a few laps later. Quick shout out to Jacob for getting a huge win at Golden Isle. But last year at the final night of the High Bank Nationals, Buddy had an engine failure with 10 to go. And man, I just feel for him. My second rough spot is the car count this past weekend. Having a Sunday-Monday show in the racing world is such an anomaly. The weather was spotty, the track is hard on motors, so that may deter some teams from coming. And then on top of that, Florida is a hell of a drive out of sprint car country, especially for a 2-day show. It's bike week in Florida. People are there to see things on 2 wheels, not 4. I get trying to appeal to the crowd by putting on another event. But over the past few years, the car counts haven't been the best at Volusia this time of year. So I question if this weekend at Volusia will continue in future seasons. With all that said, the season really begins now. With racing taking place every week until November, it's a great time to be a sprint car fan. This weekend, the Outlaws head to Volusia Speedway Park for the 2-day Cowtown Classic. The series has never been to the quarter mile, so I'm sure the racing will be great both nights as teams try to dial in setups. I've been Earnhardt, everyone. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next week.